You know what I wanted to talk about, man? I want to talk about, right, because this happens everywhere, whether if it's at work, it's at school, just in life, period, right? Nepotism. Nepotism.
The practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, or associates, especially by giving them jobs.
Yeah, I really like how y'all came up with that, because that's a new word I really just learned too.
Yeah,
nepotism. Yeah,
you know,
I like, and like I seen like the definition, I seen like the synonyms to it, and it said favoritism.
Yeah,
so I was like, okay, like it kind of gave me a better understanding of this word, really.
Yeah. And it's everywhere.
Yeah,
everywhere. So people say, you know, oh, you favor this person. Oh, there's a relationship there.
Yeah. You know that saying? It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Boom!
Yeah, right?
That's real.
No, that's really real though.
That's real.
No, but think about it. Like, that's why people say, like, yo, always keep like a good friendship with people, you know, because you never know in life. Like later on, they can help you with something.
Don't burn your bridges, because you might have some people that actually help you cross.
Yeah.
So now, right? Yes, it will be considered nepotism, right? Yeah. But if you're in good
standards.
In good standards, right?
Okay.
In good standards with these relationships you have.
Okay.
Then
why not?
Why not? Right?
Like, so like you mean like if you're like a good person, good worker, good at what you do.
Well, not that really, because then you would based on you deserve to get that position, right? Yeah. But in a sense of like, let's we have a relationship, right? And we always in good standards and all that, right? Okay. And you could trust me and all that shit, but you have somebody with experience or something, you go, you know, it's like, I know I could trust this person. Like, that person has experience, but I don't trust that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this because the relationship is there. Like the plug.
It's like a plug. Like, yo,
pretty much.
It's like a sneaker. Like,
urban definition.
Yeah, like he work in the sneaker store. He's like, you tell him like, yo, can you get me these sneakers? He's like, yeah, I got you, bro. Like, basically like that.
Bingo. Pretty much. Right? Instead of waiting online.
Yeah, right. I don't gotta do none of that.
I ain't gotta do none of that.
Personally, right here, works in the store. He could just, I got you.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's as simple as that. That's the wording, right? Like,
that's a good analogy.
That's the hood version of it.
I like that.
Have you ever been a victim or what would you call the opposite of that? The prizee or some shit like that?
I was a victim and I was a confidant of it.
I'm trying to look for the word, but I'm with you. I'm rolling.
Nah, because when I was working,
I want to hear the victim first, though.
The victim when I was working construction.
Okay.
Right. I was working with my father. So
I remember that.
I didn't have to work with my father, but my dad put me on because he's my father. Yeah. So he told the boss, "Look, I got my son. He's gonna work. Put in the work. I'm gonna make sure he works." So then my brother ended up working in there, and he ends up tagging up with us and shit like that. Yeah. And this is where it goes wrong. All right. This motherfucker ends up. I'm gonna say this shit. I'm gonna fuck. This motherfucker ends up getting sticky fingers and want to start robbing the mailboxes and shit in the whole building that we were working in. Right. Oh, so now the bosses find out about it. Now this is where nepotism fucks everything up. Yeah. Remember, I got hired by my father because he's my father.
All getting
but by getting paid, I was getting paid by the company. So since this nigga fucking started stealing shit, they looked at me. They looked at him. They looked at him and said, all right, we got to get rid of you.
All of you.
Then they looked at him. No. They looked at him and they said, yeah, he has to go. Turned around, looked at me. Yeah, you're not a bad guy.
But you got to go.
But you got to go too.
Nah,
because
all came in together.
These Italian niggas, bro.
Oh, yeah, they don't trust y'all niggas, bro.
Then they said, you don't, he said it just like this. You don't look like a bad guy. But if this motherfucker can do it, you can do it too. So right then they never fired my father because my father was like OG there. So they they let my father ride. They just said I apologize
because he's the one that put you on.
Yeah.
It's kind of like he's like y'all. I mean, not you.
He's like the
his
supervisor.
Brother, his brother just made it seem like alright, like now this.
Since we were brothers,
he gave him a bad rep.
Exactly. So now that was fucked up. Because, like I said, it was all part of nepotism because, my father was working there and he was an OG there. So he put me on. Then the good part that I had about nepotism was when I worked in Starbucks. Mm-hmm. I got hired in Starbucks on 43rd and 8th because
I know
this nigga was working there.
I know you don't want to say anything. I know exactly what you're going with this.
Because this nigga was working there. So, boom. Huh?
Who?
You know what I'm saying.
Do you know who he's on?
No, I don't know.
You don't know who he's on?
Damn. This nigga Alexi was working there.
Nah, I knew. I just wanted you to say
I know. I knew y'all niggas knew. But I just wanted to say it anyway. But this nigga Alexi was working there, right? So the good thing about the nepotism shit was, right, they found out that we were cousins.
Yeah.
So they were like, all right, we know y'all niggas is like literally blood cousins because y'all niggas talk to each other all the time. And y'all lived together. We were living together at the time. Mm-hmm. So I got transferred to another store up the block on 43rd.
Wait. Just because of that, though? Because they knew that y'all was cousins?
You can't work together in the same business as family.
It was like kind of like conflict of interest.
Pretty much. So now I got transferred to the store on 43rd and Broadway. I say it was a good thing because that was one of the best stores I ever worked at, my nigga. And I learned a lot in that store and met a lot of people in that store. So that's why I say that nepotism level went pretty good for me on that one right there. So.